What's your opinion on turbine compressors and gun combo for someone who doesn't have a shop compressor? Good for mobility, or stick with high volume, low pressure guns and a smaller compressor? So it depends, man. Honestly, I don't have any firsthand experience with turbine systems, but I do know some VIP members. Any VIPs on the call here today, like, have any experience with the turbine paint systems? I haven't invested in any. I haven't got any. I don't know, honestly, because I'm all set up with what I have here. So I just, use what I'm used to, and what I've been using. But I don't know. It's worth a shot. Are airless sprayers any good? Well, from what I know, airless sprayers are mostly for, home painting, latex and stuff like that. I don't think you get a good enough atomization with airless sprayers with your paint jobs. So I don't know. It's really not my forte with that type of stuff there. I'm like conventional, high volume, low pressure, low volume, low pressure spray guns and whatnot. This is the Blue Moon version X88 with the gun bud lighting system. Works really nice because as you paint, you can have your light set up. There's pretty much no shadows when you're painting. It's a very great setup, and you get the gun bud lighting system here with every spray gun order at Zula.com, which is like a $60 value. You could check them out on Amazon as well if you just want to get this. It's universal, fits on any spray gun, gravity feed or siphon feed. So I've had this on a siphon cup working in the opposite direction and works great. So yeah, check these guns out. Anyway, Charlie has a question. Okay, Charlie says, is it hard changing a color on a car? Is it more work to do it? It's really not that much more work, because I think you probably have 25% more work, maybe 30% more work, because you got to prep the door jambs, right? You got to scuff and sand door jambs. You got to mask up stuff. So it's not that much more work, but of course it is a little bit more work because you got to prep and mask up the door jambs and, the trunk lid, all that, engine bay, depending on how detailed you want to get. You could do a quick mask job on the engine bay, or you could do a very good masking job on the engine bay. You could even go as hard as taking the motor out, the engine out if you want, right? It all depends. But you could absolutely paint the engine bay by using some tin foil, covering some hoses, and masking up as best as you can, without pulling the engine out. So it depends. Well, you guys are going to see, because I'm actually going to be doing another complete color change on the Tesla. I wasn't going to paint it. I was going to paint it, then I wasn't going to paint the Tesla complete because I ordered the Cybertruck, but that thing's on delay because, if I got the Tesla Cybertruck, I would have just sold the Tesla as is, because if you're buying and selling cars, original will retain more of the value, right? You're not gonna have a hard time selling it back to the dealer or selling it to a private party. It's gonna be a little bit easier because it's original. So my Tesla's original white now, but if I paint it, then it's custom. But the Cybertruck has been on delay for like, a while now. So I'm kind of at the point where it's like, screw it, I'll just paint the Tesla. Maybe I'll keep both, but I don't need two Teslas, because I was thinking if I got, or when I get the Cybertruck, I'm just going to get rid of the Model Y, flip it, So I don't. Do you take off emblems or tape them? So it depends on the kind of job you want to do. Some emblems are easy where you could just mask them up, like square emblems. Some emblems are literally, like wording and written on. So it's very hard to tape up those types of lettering. I don't like to tape them up. I like to just take them off and use a rubber wheel to take off the two-way tape or the glue, and then sand and then re-glue them back on. So I like to take off so for the Tesla, I will be removing all of my Tesla emblems. they're all glued on two-way tape. So the Tesla on the front and then the back that says dual motor, I'm just going to basically take it all. I don't even know if I'll put it back on, actually. Maybe just the front new Tesla, I'll buy a new emblem and just stick it on. And then the back, the dual motor, I'll just leave off, just have it nice and clean. So, but we're going to be doing the Tesla, guys. I think you guys are going to like that series. The Tesla rims, I'm going to do gloss black, maybe with a little bit of gunmetal pearl in it, maybe, or I'll just keep them gloss black. We're going to be using base coat, clear coat on the rims. Regular old base coat, clear coat for rims, and you're set to go. Chrome bumper bars to get best paint adhesion. So I like to use 80 grit. Sometimes if you have pitting in your chrome, you might want to use 80, but if it's a nice chrome bumper, untouched, you know, very good condition, you could use like a 150 grit on a DA, scuff it all down. You can put some epoxy primer on it, maybe 2 coats, followed by 2 coats of 2K filler primer. Sand that down, 400 grit, and then you're ready for whatever color you want to put on it. You could base coat, clear coat it. You could single stage it, whatever you want to do. But that's pretty much my protocol. Sand it down. You could even skip the epoxy prime if you want to. You're not going to have an issue. But if you want to do it right, it's better to have epoxy prime on the metal, right? Followed by 2K filler primer. But I've done it skipping the epoxy and lasts for years, no problem whatsoever. So that's pretty much what you want to do with that. All right, guys. Let's see. What two-way tape do you use, or what brand? I just use 3M. That's all I get, 3M. All right, guys. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in.